What is up? Welcome to another episode of the Breaking into Tech Sales podcast. Today's episode is a client interview with Kyle, who was in retail sales working for a sports company before transitioning into tech sales in just 21 days. He heard about the money he could make in tech sales. He heard about the remote work. He heard about the career growth. And he just wanted to get in. Now, Kyle is hilarious because it was actually his birthday when him and I met, and he had left his job the day before and went all in, ready to go on tech sales. So, look, if you're someone who wants to do this as quickly as Kyle did, you're going to have to commit. That's number one. You have to go all in on yourself and make an investment in yourself. Now, if you want to do it very fast, like 21 days fast, like Kyle did, that's going to take some one-on-one coaching. So, if you know you want to get into tech sales, you're not having luck doing it on your own, hit the link below. There's going to be a link there to meet with my team to see if you're a fit for my one-on-one coaching. If you are, I will help you one-on-one go get a great tech sales job that you love so that you can fast track this process. But if you're not in a place yet where you're ready to commit like that, to invest in yourself like that, totally fine. I've made a completely free guide showing you step by step how to do the job to get the job so that you can start landing interviews, crushing those interviews, and landing great offers. That link is going to be below as well. So either way, we've got resources for you. Enjoy this conversation. Cool. Well, what's up, y'all? I've got some good news for you today. We have Kyle Ragland in the house, and this man landed an amazing remote job in just 21 days, coming from retail sales all the way over to tech sales. And he's here to tell us all about his experience with Sword. Kyle, what's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Super excited. Yeah, I got started technically last September. It was
Yeah.
on my birthday, and we got started. I found you, I think, on Instagram, and I was like at a loss. I was like, I knew I wanted to get into tech sales. I didn't know how to break in, and you kind of showed me the path. But I think
Yeah.
every step of the way, you reminded me that hey, it's all you at the end of the day, and that was something that stuck with me and pushed me
Yeah.
when times got hard or companies didn't call back. But I think the job I landed from the point I like first reached out and submitted that resume, I think it was what, like 21 days. So it was
Crazy.
super quick. The cold call worked. I think when I first made the cold call, I made a little bit of an impression and got
Hey.
the hiring recruiter to call me back the next day, set up the interview that next week, and
Yeah.
it went smooth. So yeah, I was
Do the
super
job to get
excited.
the job, man. It works. It
Exactly. Yep.
works. Tell us about what you were doing before Sword. So you were in like retail, right? You were working at a sports company. Why wasn't that a good career path for you? Why did you want to get into tech sales?
I think I've touched into sales like throughout my life. I did life insurance for a little bit. But I knew I wanted to chase something more in that sales realm.
Mm.
I found that like it's definitely an industry where the hard work pays off, and it's something where you can just kind of hit the grind, and it pays off money wise and personality and like personal development wise. So I wanted to go back to that. I didn't see myself growing in that aspect at the job I was at. I
Mm.
was like a sales manager, so I was in sales as far as like talking about closing deals and stuff like that within the retail or within the box, but I knew there was more to it, and I know there was more that I could do. So felt like
Mm.
I was a little bit meant for more in a way.
I hear you, man. And what seemed better about tech sales? Is it because there's like legitimate career paths and promotions and remote work, or like what was it for you that
Um,
seemed better?
just looking at it outside in, there's so many options and there's so many ways you can grow within the company. Like the company I'm in right now, most of the people that are in other positions in sales or even customer success all started as BDRs. And
Mm.
a cool little tidbit about the company I work for, I think three of the four founders were BDRs at some point.
Yeah.
So you see that a lot. I feel like more in the tech industry, and they're a lot more familiar with that sales process and that go-to-market strategy. And I think
Yeah.
just being around that was definitely something I was after, and that just the whole sales world is so like big, and the opportunity to work remote. I mean, I'm working in my childhood bedroom right now. It can't be better than that.
That's cool. That's really cool, actually. And I saw your background before, obviously, weeks ago,
Yeah,
and it looks great, man. You're legit. You're locked in.
I'm getting there,
Um,
man.
you bring up a good point around most founders. Well, not, I wouldn't say most. A good
Mm,
amount of founders, though, come with sales backgrounds because if you're going to start a company, the the company lives and dies off of revenue. So like you
yeah.
have to know how to sell. And to your point, Kyle, like that as an SDR, as a BDR, that's where you learn how to sell. Like
Hmm.
that is the grindy, cutthroat, like let's go. But that's what you have to learn to be able to be a VP of sales one day, a CRO one day, a founder one day. It's that skill set.
Yeah. And it's that like fearlessness of like I've done this, so whatever comes my way is like it's easy. Like
Yeah.
I think in one of our training, one of the guys, he was just showing us how to prospect and he accidentally hit dial. And of course the person picked up and like it was like nothing. It was like butter for him. So shout out to the manager on that one, but it was
Love it.
definitely a little nerve-wracking with all of us just staring at him on a Zoom call and he
Yeah.
killed it. So, yeah.
Resilience, man. I
Hmm.
love it. So take me back to when we first got connected. Where did you come across Sword and why did you ultimately pick Sword? Because there's a couple different like boot camps and stuff out there that'll help you get into tech sales. But what was it about Sword that you felt confident in?
Yeah, definitely the one big thing that I think drew me towards it was I feel like I was going through a big change in my life as well. It was I think like I said it was my birthday when we met and there were some things that I've like planned in my life that I wanted and some changes I wanted to happen in my own personal life and one thing that definitely connected was the faith aspect to Sword. You
Mm,
don't see that a ton and people being so open about their faith. I think that's a beautiful thing and something that resonated well with me. But looking at other things, like I know a big one that you see is like course careers. I think I
mm,
even mentioned that in the beginning. It's nice and they give you the information and they set you up. I know people who've had success with it, but there's so many people that do it and it's almost like you just kind of drown out like you're another number going through
mm,
a process. And when I met with you that first time, you really showed me the layout and how you were going to be with me every step of the way. And basically, every question I had of how to get into it and the questions I didn't know I even had, you were there and you were able to support me through everything. I mean, I think you're what like 3 hours ahead of me. There was times I messaged you pretty late at times and you still jumped on and you're like, dude, jump on, I'll do a quick screen share and I'll show you what to do. So yeah, that's the aspect that I think made the huge difference. And
mm,
I know I've heard other people say like I would have paid more for it. And yeah, I think the investment in it was a huge I think benefit to it. It helped me get
mm.
more bought in compared to some of the other programs I looked at and it made me take it a little bit more seriously and I mean you can make back the money within like the first month of working. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, those who pay attention, right? If there's
exactly.
no skin in the game, and people need to put on their business hats. Like,
Hmm.
if you're offering something for free, how many people do you have to bring in a month for that to actually be profitable?
Right.
To your point, like this is one-on-one because I'm able to work with you directly and give you my time, give you my attention.
Yeah.
Where there's other programs out there like Course Careers, they work for some people, right?
Hmm.
But if you're trying to do this fast, like as fast as Kyle, like 21 days,
Yeah,
I mean, one-on-one is the way to go for sure.
definitely.
So what do you tell the guy who's on the fence, right? Maybe I've talked to him. Maybe
Hmm.
he's got the info on Sword, what we do, but he's still maybe between
Yeah.
not leaving his industry or maybe another course or whatever. Like, what do you say to that guy?
I would say one of the best investments you can make is in yourself, and this program is an investment in yourself. So, if you're ever on the fence about making that jump, I mean, I have no regrets personally. So, if I'm a testimony of that alone, I say just do it. I I wouldn't say anything would should be holding you back because
Mm,
at the other end of that program or that this mentorship is what exactly you're looking for. And
mm,
I mean, there's times we looked at companies and we're like, yeah, like it seems great, but hey, if it's not the right fit, it's not the right fit. Um, I guess it'll help you in your process of looking for jobs, and it won't be looking at it as I need a job, but let
mm,
me find the right job. So
mm,
you could you know the system works to get the jobs, and you could kind of take that step back and be like, let me choose something that really fits my lifestyle, what I want from a job, and really what fits my overall goals in life. So that's what I
That's a
would
good
say.
point. Yeah, you kind of lose the scarcity mindset because you know
Hmm.
the process works. So if I
Yeah,
just do it enough times, I'm gonna have some good options in front of me.
definitely.
What's your favorite part about working with me one on one? Like coaching style, or was there any way that I worked with you that really stuck out to you?
I think just taking the time. Whenever we blocked out uh like time on your calendar, you'd always start the call off with, "Hey, this is your time. Like, what do you want to achieve in the next 30, 45 minutes that we have together?" And I think that was a big thing. It wasn't like, "Hey, you're not doing this," or "Hey, you're not doing this." Like, "Hey, I said you had to do this to get to that next step." It wasn't that. It was like, "Hey, so there might have been a hiccup in our communication or somewhere along the process, and you made it very seamless and be like, 'Hey, it looks like you might have missed this step in
Mm.
working towards this company. Like, did you have trouble with it? Did you not find it?'" Like, I think there was one time where I just couldn't even find any info on somebody, and you were like, "Hey, check out this program or check this one thing out. This is another way to look it up." And I think we found it in 5 minutes, and that helped
Mm.
me land an interview with another big company. So just you being there, and you've done this enough times now that I feel like you know the answers before we even ask the question. So I'm
Yeah.
super, super grateful for that.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate you being such a hardworking client because
Yeah.
I've had clients who don't work hard, and it's like, man, I can't help you if you're not willing to put in the work. But Kyle, you showed up, you were consistent, you got after it, and once we got you in gear, you were like,
Yep.
I'm off to the races.
Yeah. No downshifting after that.
That's right. That's right. So outside of landing this job and making this transition, which I'm so proud of you for, man,
Yeah.
for real. Like I'm so proud of you. It's so cool to
I
see you
appreciate that,
in
man.
your room with your headset on, just BDRing to the max
Yep.
right now. Outside of getting the job, what's something you're proud of, like accomplishing or growing in as you went through Sword? Is there anything that kind of stands out there?
I think definitely just it pushed me to realize like how much information I could learn in such a quick
Mm,
amount of time. One, because I remember I think this was something that stuck out to me was when I started doing the process, I didn't realize how fast companies were going to reach back out to me. And there was one where like I didn't do any of the research or anything, and I was like, what is a sales methodology? Like, what even is that? So, it works faster than you think sometimes, but it pushed me to realize that I could learn just as fast as the world around us moves. And
mm,
I think personal development has increased, even though that was a big part of my life already. I think that's been something that I've even increased more so, and I'm like a sponge whenever it comes to somebody wanting to teach me something. And I would say another thing that I would have grown more in is my faith. So I think this
mm.
brought me closer. When you're ripping dials or sitting there and you're getting hung up on, or just you can't even get a hold of anybody, having that faith to lean on has been a huge aspect, I would say.
Come on, man. That's so true. I mean, people leave Jesus in church on
Hmm.
Sunday and it's like, "Yo, no, no, no. He wants to come out. He
Oh
wants to
yeah.
walk with you. He wants to sell with you. He wants to cold call with you."
Right.
That's so good. Yeah, I remember when we first talked and we linked up, it was your birthday, but you had also like didn't you just leave your last job the day before or
Yeah, I
something? It
think
was
I
like
think it was the day before was my last day, and I booked this and I was like, all right, I'm starting something new. Like
you're
there's
like
no
full
looking back.
send, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I bring that up because that's what I'm really proud of you for, man. Like
Mhm.
you knew what you wanted and you went all in on it.
Yeah.
And that's like that Kyle focus that man, once you're locked in, bro, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank
Proud
you,
of you.
man.
I guess we'll leave with this one. What's your advice for others? There's other people trying to get into tech sales, trying to make this
Hmm.
happen. What would you tell them?
Um, keep doing the process. Like reach out to the companies, multi-thread. Don't get down on yourself. Like
Yeah.
hold yourself to your own standard. If you believe in yourself and you know what your skill set is, don't let anyone tell you different. Whether it's like the VP of a company or just the recruiter. One no is not all the no's in the world. So there's always the next yes that you can get. And hey, tech sales is an amazing place to be. And honestly, I'm working for a startup right now, and it's super fast paced and super fun. It changes every day. So if you're looking for something that's fun, engaging, and you're not going to be just stuck at a desk every day, like this is fun. I mean, I'm at a stand-up desk right now. I got to walk around and make calls all
Hey,
day long.
I love it, man. Well, thank you for sharing today. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank
hanging out
you.
with us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely.